Hi, I'm George, and you're watching Arts Alive Delaware. Well, the Rehoboth Beach Film Society runs the Cinema Art Theater, which is a physical art house theater, cinematic theater in Lewis, but we're probably best known for the Rehoboth Beach Independent Film Festival. We just did our 26th film festival this past November, and it was bigger and better than ever. We had more films than we've had in the past. We had filmmakers from across the country attend. We did more awards than we've given out in the past. So it was highly successful. And we have plans in the future to keep growing our film festival. We want to make it nationally known. The reason I'm involved with the Film Society and our Cinema Art Theater, which, we're more than just the Rehoboth Beach International Film Festival. We do mini festivals throughout the year, but we operate an art house cinema throughout the year, and we do all sorts of other special events. But I think it's really important, and the reason I'm involved in it is because it's so important to have arts in Sussex County. We have, Sussex County is growing by leaps and bounds, and a lot of people are eager and thirsty to have access to cultural art. And the types of movies that we run, the independent movies, independent films that we show are so important. I like to say that what we bring is curation and community. There are vast amounts of films out there on different streaming services, Netflix, whatever. And you can sit at home and you can watch them, and that's great. I do. Everyone does. But there's something about seeing a film in the theater with other people. Not just seeing the movie there and sharing the emotion that those films bring, but also being part of a community and talking about them. We have a lot of people that come and just talk about the movie afterwards. We have different events. We have membership. People join our film society. So we have a real community, very welcoming, open community. And if people haven't been to our theater, stop by and chat with us. And the curation part of it, there's so much content out there on these streaming services. We like to think that we can bring the films to you, and a vast amount of films, comedies, documentaries, foreign films. So if you're afraid of an art house cinema being nothing but a French film that's really deep, it's not just that. We have lots of things. We even do Metropolitan Opera live. So we simulcast Metropolitan Opera. And people are really enjoying that because they don't have to spend the money and the time to go to New York to see opera, and they can watch it in a theater with great sound and with others. We do other things like that. We do National Stage Live from London. Those are recorded live. They're not shown live. We also do Exhibition on Screen, which is a series of films about various exhibitions in art museums, where the curator of that museum walks us through that exhibition. It's been really popular. So we do a lot of different things. We've even done we've rented out our theater, and we've had some production companies do live cabarets where aren't really filmed. They're live people singing. We've tried that. We do lots of different things to bring culture to the area, which I think is so important. We're a very welcoming theater, and if anybody hasn't been to our theater, stop by and say hi. We have two theaters. We have a 100-seat theater and a smaller 36-seat theater, and a little lobby that's people come and hang out at and chat and talk. Everyone, our regular patrons come and they know the staff, and it's a fun place to be. We have books on film, a little library. We try to do lots of things to help the cinephile have a place to meet, and it's a very welcoming place. So if you haven't been, stop by. There are a lot of other arts groups in Sussex County. We meet regularly with them and do different projects together. There's different things, government programs that we're trying to join forces with, or we do special events together. For example, the Lewis History Book Festival is a book festival, but we're talking to them about adding some films that may augment the book so that we can join forces and make a real festival. Our Rehoboth Beach Independent Film Festival is our largest film festival. That's held in November every year, and people can either buy tickets one at a time, or they can buy packages to it. These are films that are just coming out. They might be nationally known films, or they might be very independent films. We have programs that are several slots that are just short films. Some of them you may see at the Oscars, some of them you never hear from again. It's just a fun way of exploring what filmmakers are doing out there. And we have other festivals throughout the year. We have the Black American Film Festival, the Jewish Film Festival, the Pride Festival, and those are just different segments of our market. We're trying to bring something to everyone. I think one of the biggest things about independent film is that you can walk a mile in someone else's shoes. So you can experience that human experience that you might not otherwise have a reason to understand. And I think that's the power of film, is to experience the human stories that are out there. And I think that's what our market wants, and I think that's what art is. Well, the Rehoboth Beach Film Society is a nonprofit organization, and we survive based on donations and grants as well as ticket sales. And we have a lot of people that really want us to exist. They want to have an art cinema theater in our area. So we have a lot of volunteers that give their time to help us sell concessions or clean our theater, or help us run the film festival. They're just amazing people. We have sponsors, people that donate to us. We have memberships, different levels of memberships that you get tickets with your membership, but also part of it is a donation. There was a volunteer that came to me, and she handed me a check for $500. And I think every moment that I'm spending that $500 in a way that would make her proud, so that she can have the theater at the ready for her. We do a lot of things other than film. We've done, like I said, the cabarets, we've done other events and special programs. We're working something with the Little League, showing a film, Ken Burns' film about baseball. So we have plans to work with, develop an educational program. There is a organization called OSHA Lifelong Learning, and they have a film class, and they meet at our theater and they watch a film and they discuss the film. We're trying to do something more for the youth, trying to develop film programs for the youth to get them involved. We have a number of kids that are volunteering or actually working in our ticket counter with us, trying to get them excited about filmmaking. One of our goals is to expand filmmaking in the Delaware, specifically the Sussex County area. And that involves bringing filmmakers there, developing filmmakers from our local population, helping them get the resources that they need to make films or to show films. I think supporting the arts is important everywhere. I retired to the Sussex County area 5 years ago from Washington, D.C. And I think it's important to have access to artistic or cultural venues. I paint and I love the arts, and I got involved with the Rehoboth Beach Film Society because I think it's so important to have access to art. And I think the cinematic art is such an interesting way of expressing art. Film is a great way to explore human experience. I mean, we can't all have lived in a foreign country. We can't all have experienced a tragic event, or we can't all have experienced a crazy family or a quiet family or a traumatic event in your youth or something, whatever. We can't experience that personally, but it's really something human about us that wants to know, how would I feel in that situation? How would I feel if I grew up in that country? How would I feel if I grew up that color? I think that's so important, and that's what art is.